Hello, and this is the Vertical Sandwich, and welcome back to Let's 100% Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Alright, so this is the dreaded set of videos here. This is the start of the next 7 or 8 videos are going to be me running through all 12 levels of the Paramedic mission. So, I really debated about this because it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of time, and they're going to eat, like I said, it's going to eat up 7, I'm not sure how it's going to break down, but it's going to be 7 or 8 videos. And for the benefit of people who don't want to watch all of that, I'll probably post a link on this video when I have them all processed and uploaded that will let you skip to the last video of the Paramedic mission, so you only have to watch levels 1 through 3, which are going to be this video, and then level 12, which will be a video all by itself. Also, this is me having trouble getting the ambulance to spawn, by the way, and driving around all crazy. I will also post a link to a fax page that really helped me in the description of all these videos that does a really good job of covering all the problems and challenges of the Paramedic missions. To my knowledge, there's no way to shortcut or cheat these missions. They are, this is without a doubt the most exhaustingly repetitive section of the game. This is the thing that you're going to spend the most time doing the same thing over and over and over. I failed once before getting this video. I got to level 4 and I rolled the van. So we're doing these out of the South Beach Hospital. The majority of people, I understand, do them out of the Vice Point Hospital, which is the one just north of the pizza place. And I've never done them out of there. I've always done them out of South Beach. So I'm going to try to talk about some of the unique problems with these missions and some of my experiences and just kind of things to remember. And the first thing, and I can't stress it enough, is that every time you brake in this mission, you got to use the handbrake. Because the square button, I think it's the square button to brake. I'm not doing it right now, so this is a post commentary. But whatever the normal button you use to brake is, that button is also the reverse. And people are going to be running to the back of your ambulance. So if you use that button, invariably you're going to back over somebody who's running to the back of your ambulance. So you always have to use the handbrake because it stops you dead. When you're doing this mission, that will become second nature, hitting the R1 button every time you brake. Also, you never, during the paramedic missions, you never want the ambulance to go full speed. Coming up here is a problem of the paramedic missions. I have one wanted star right here, and that cop just tried to pull me out of the ambulance. If you get pulled out of the ambulance, if you leave the ambulance for any reason, you lose. If you kill a patient, you lose. If you hit your R3 button, it cancels the missions. If you roll over the ambulance, if it bursts into flames, you lose. This is really easy, and you will. I've lost the paramedic missions on the last patient in level 12 before. Actually, that was interesting. But anyway, and I'll tell that story as we go along. I'm sure I have an hour. These missions will take you. I think my final time tally when these were all done was an hour and 12 minutes. So it's 72 patients. That's about a minute a patient, which is really good. It's 72 patients, and I think it's well, it's going to be 3 trips, 6 trips, 9 trips, and 12 trips. So whatever the math on that is, 20. Wait a minute here. I can do this. No, I can't. Anyway, it'll be 18 plus 12. It'll be 30. So it's going to be 30 trips back and forth. And it's rough. Luckily, the ambulance itself is a reliable vehicle. It's a tank. It takes a lot of punishment. I mean, you don't want to do unnecessary punishment, but you're going to hit cars, you're going to hit light poles, you're going to run over fire hydrants. I run over a lot of fire hydrants in these videos. You're going to run over people, and, you know, it's pretty if you're a decent driver, and you got to be a good driver, at least a competent one, and you got to know your roads. But if you're a decent driver, you probably won't even get the ambulance smoking by the end of these runs. The problem is going to be that no matter where you do the ambulance missions, there are going to be patient spawns that are really problematic. My understanding is that if you do them in Vice Point, people can spawn in the pizza restaurant, and they're impossible. In South Beach here, that's not the name of... I looked this up too, and it's not... this area isn't called South Beach, but the south area of this island, the big problem areas are going to be the Kirby Trail next to where you... just north of where you pick up the Cortez missions. Those patients are going to be a problem. And patients that spawn on the boardwalk by the lighthouse, or anywhere near the lighthouse, are going to be a problem. And you have to get lucky in these missions. Like, that's the bottom line. In the paramedic missions, no amount of skill is going to stop some crazy accident from happening. You know, if you get... the reason I lost in the one time when I lost in level 12 on the last patient is what happened was I waited till the last patient to get somebody off the boardwalk south of the beach, and getting to them I had to run over a cop, and they were standing right next to a second cop who was. That's the kind of stuff you can't predict, and you can't. There's sometimes that stuff's not avoidable. So, like I said, you're gonna have to, and you're gonna hear, if you listen, you'll hear that my acceleration pattern while I'm doing these missions is pretty sporadic. That I'm tapping the accelerator to go faster, but letting off to coast. Because the ambulance is really top heavy, it's very easy to flip it on turns. I'll have advice for that stuff too, eventually. But so, the first things, the most important things about these missions are that you need to really be familiar with the driving in the game. With this vehicle, you want to spend some time driving this vehicle, and you want to know your routes. You want to know where to go on the beach and where not. Some of the entrances to the beach are pretty rocky and will really toss the vehicle around, and you may want to avoid those. Taking a different entrance may cost you a little time, but if it keeps you from tipping over, it's well worth it. So we're almost at the end of level 3 here, so I'll let you go. I'm going to pick this up in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you skip to 12, well, have fun watching 12, and take care.